Hello everyone. Today we're going to show you how you can use the Dyad agent to accelerate your modeling and simulation development in the Dyad ecosystem. What we're going to do is we're going to use the agent to help us build and analyze a RLC electrical circuit. So let's begin. So here I have an empty project, an empty Dyad project. We can see here if I expand my Dyad folder on the left side, we don't have any models just yet inside of our project. Okay, so prior to starting up the agent, we recommend that you install any libraries you will want to use in this project, which will make your modeling session significantly faster and more efficient. So I'll go ahead and do that right now. I'm going to start up the Julia REPL. I'm going to hit the close bracket key to enter my package manager, and I'm going to add two libraries to this project. I'll add BlockComponents and ElectricalComponents. Once those libraries are added, I'll instantiate my project. Okay, so now that our libraries have been installed and instantiated, let's go ahead and start up the agent. So I'll open up my command palette and I'm going to select Dyad Start AI Agent. So here you can see we have two options. We can either resume previous conversations we've had with the agent. In this case, we don't have any because this is a fresh project, or we can just start a new chat, which is what we'll do right here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up this settings right here on the upper right-hand corner, and I'm going to configure all the permissions for the agent as I want it. So you can see here, we can either have the agent go ahead and give the agent permission, like you see here, where it's auto. It means it always has permission to do these actions. In this case, the view, grep, globe, and thinking actions. Those are automatically allowed. And you can see here the write, compile, and executing Julia options are set to ask, meaning each time the agent wants to do any of these things, it will ask me for permission to do so. So rather than having it do that, I'm just going to set all of these to auto so that it has permission to do those without having to ask me. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and ask the agent to build up this RLC circuit, and we'll see how well it does. Okay, looks like the agent has finished our task, the task that was given to it. So let's go ahead and scroll up here and we can look through all the thinking that the agent did to come up with its answer. Up here, we can see that we asked the agent to build an RLC circuit. So the agent begins to form the read action throughout all these documents that you see right here. So it's reading these documentations, reading all of these things to get an understanding of how to approach the task that was given to it. Now it goes down here, and now you can see that now it looks inside the electrical components library to see what components from this library that it can use. And you can see here that it actually ends up looking at a resistor right here, a capacitor, inductor, voltage source, and ground component. So these are Dyad components from the electrical components library that the agent is taking a look at, and it feels that it's going to be able to use these components to build the RLC circuit. Now it takes a look at the workspace structure. In other words, it's just looking inside of the project folder, and it goes ahead and says, I'll create the RLC circuit. And it says, based on the documentation that it read up there, that we saw it read up here, it needs to use components from the electrical components library, including the resistor, capacitor, inductor, voltage source, and ground, create a test component, and also appropriately initialize our model as needed. So now we go here, we can see that it's performing the writing action. And here it's actually writing Dyad code. So here it's building an RLC circuit.dyad inside of this Dyad file right here. And if we go ahead and look inside the Dyad folder, right, we should see this RLC_circuit.dyad file. And there we have it. It's right there. Okay. And we'll take a look at that in just a second. So this right here is what the agent just created. So it goes down here. It tries to compile the code. It sees that there's an issue. When it tries to compile, it reads the documentation, reads the signal-based component, and now it realizes that it needs to fix the output connector inside of the RLC circuit. So it does that, goes back into this RLC circuit.dyad folder or file to make modifications. And you can actually see, right, when we actually open these up. So like, for example, it says write right here. If I click on this, you can actually see the code that it's writing into the file. Similarly down here, right here, when it does the write again, we can see that it's just making a correction, right? It's removing this line and then adding this line. All right, so it's very transparent what it's doing. Go down here, it compiles, loads the project library in Julia, inspects it, validates the physics of the circuit, right? And we can, of course, click into these and see everything that it's doing inside of these Julia commands. And then after it validates, it ends up right here. So it says, hey, the model was validated successfully. In summary, what the agent did was it built an RLC circuit with a step input. It simulated it successfully. It reached a steady state, and it talks about the transient responses and conservation laws. Okay, so this is great. The agent has responded to our query. So let's go ahead and take a look at the work it did. So this is the model, the RLC model that it created for us. So inside here, I can see that, also all these comments and everything here is written by the agent, right? We didn't write any of this. So this is an RLC circuit driven by a voltage source. It consists of resistor, inductor, and capacitor connected in series. We look at here, we can see the test series RLC component here. It contains a source, resistor, inductor, capacitor, ground, and step components. And it also has all the required connect statements and initialization statements down here to properly set up our model. And if I scroll down here, we can also see that there is an analysis that was created for us. This analysis is called the series RLC transient analysis. It extends the transient analysis type. And the model that it's using inside of the analysis is a test series RLC model. Of course, the model that's defined right here. So this is the code-based representation of our model. Let's go ahead and take a look at the graphical representation of this model. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click this render diagram button right up here. So we can see here that the model is rendered graphically on the right side. And we can see here all the components seem to be stacked up on top of each other. So what we're going to do is we're going to just hit this auto layout button to make everything look much more digestible. So I'm going to click the auto layout the diagram button. And now you can see the model has been laid out in a manner which is easier to digest visually. And there's also metadata added into our model now, which is the graphical data for the positioning of the components you see right here. So what we see here on the right side is the Dyad model, the RLC model that the agent created for us. Okay, so it's pretty cool. All we had to ask it, we didn't really give it any context, right? We didn't say, all I said was build me an RLC circuit, right? I didn't mention anything about a voltage source, a step signal, a ground signal, or a ground component. The agent read through the documentation and understood what is required for a physically sound electrical circuit, and it created it accordingly. All right, so it's exhibiting somewhat smart, intelligent behavior here, right? It's not just doing what we're asking it to do, it's doing it the correct way based on the Dyad workflows and resources in the ecosystem. Down here, let's continue with this. So we can see over here inside of this RLC underscore circuit Dyad file, we see that analysis that we mentioned earlier. Okay, so now let's ask the agent to run the analysis, in other words, simulate this model, and then plot some signals for us. So what I'm going to ask is, I'm going to ask run the RLC transient analysis for me, and then plot the voltage signals across the resistor, capacitor, and inductor components. And I want all three of these signals to be on the same plot, and I want the plot saved to my root directory right over here. Okay, great. Looks like it's done. The agent ran some Julia code right here, and that's all it needed to do. So again, if we want to see what code it ran, we can go ahead and click into this cell right here. We can see all the Julia commands that the agent ran on its end in order to achieve the desired outcome. So it's saying, hey, the analysis is complete, and the plot is saved to this location right here, which is inside our project folder in its root directory. So you can see it right over here. So let's go ahead and open this up, move this to the right side, and let's see here. So let's see the voltage response summary. So the resistor, it talks about the resistor peaking at 5.45 volts during transient, then it settles. The capacitor peaks at a value of just under 12 volts, then settles to 10. Inductor has a different peak. And it says all three voltage waveforms show the characteristic underdamped second order response with oscillations that decay as the circuit reaches steady state. So this is pretty cool, right? We were able to run the analysis, transient analysis on this model and plot all these desired signals by simply asking the agent to do so, right? So we didn't have to have any knowledge of Julia code or anything like that, barely even any knowledge of Dyad code to do this, right? All we did was ask the agent to do it for us. Okay, so now let's say, we're created this RLC circuit and we want to plot some other signals, but we're not even sure what we want to know about it. All right, so we can just ask the agent to build us something and see what it gives us. So I'm just asking it, build me a cool animation of the circuit dynamics. So I'm just going to give the agent this query and see what it comes up with. Looks like the animation has been created. Let's go ahead and just take a look at the animation. So it's saved right here inside the agent tutorial folder, RLC animation.gif. And of course, we see it right here. So let's go ahead and open this up. The animation feature. So in the top panel, we have real-time voltages, tracing across all 4 signals, evolving over the 1 second simulation. So we can see 1 second right here, and the voltage signals across all the components as well as the source. The bottom left over here is a current gauge displaying instantaneous circuit current with a numerical readout. So that's what we see in the lower left-hand corner. And the bottom right, we see a bar chart showing instantaneous power in each component with stored energy for the capacitor and inductor. So this is really cool. So of course, when you ask the agent this question, because the agent is an LLM and it's non-deterministic, you may get a different result, right? You may get a different result from what you see right here. But this serves as a great starting point for ideas of how to create animations and plots. And you can start asking the agent what to animate and what to plot specifically as you move forward. So it's pretty cool that the agent is able to come up with this type of animation with very little instruction. So the last thing we're going to do is we're going to ask the agent to create a circuit model based off an image that we provided, and we're going to see how well it does there. So inside of my assets folder on the left side right here, we can see I have a file called RLC.svg. Okay, so what we have here is an electrical circuit. We have the resistor and inductor components in series, and those 2 components are in parallel with a capacitor component, as we can see right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to ask the agent to create an RLC circuit similar to this image, and we'll see how well it does. Okay, so what I want to do is I will go back to the Dyad agent right over here, and I'm going to ask it, build me an RLC circuit similar to the one in my assets folder called RL_parallel_C right there. Looks like it's done. It successfully created, simulated, and validated our model. In summary, it says that it built the RLC circuit with RL in series, parallel with C, topology, and talks more about what it built, and also what it found while it was debugging. But let's go ahead and open up the file right here and take a look at it. So here we have an RLC model, and we have all these components inside of it, right? So just like before, we have a source, resistor, inductor, capacitor, ground, and signal components. What's important is we want to know if this model, right, is similar to the image that we see here on the right side, right? Because that's what we asked the agent to do. So let's just go ahead and render this diagram so we can determine that. So I'm going to render the diagram right here, and then I'm going to hit the auto layout button so that we can visually see all the components. It looks like we have an RLC circuit, right? And of course, it has the signal, source, and ground components incorporated in there to make it physically valid. But we can see that we have a resistor, an inductor component in parallel, just like we see in the image right here. We have a resistor and inductor component in series, just like we see in the image. And additionally, we also have a capacitor component, which is parallel to those other 2 components, just like we see here in our image. All right, so that's pretty cool, right? Pretty cool that we were able to just supply the agent an image, and it's able to create an equivalent Dyad model implemented properly in Dyad. And if we want, we can of course go into here. We can see that inside of the model it created for us, it also created a analysis for us. So just like before, we can ask the agent to run this analysis and plot the results if we so choose. So that's it for today. I hope that was insightful. What we showed you here today was we showed you how the agent could create a RLC circuit for us from scratch. What we saw was this guy right here. We saw the agent create this from scratch without much instruction at all from us, the user. Then what we did after that was we asked it to run a transient analysis on this model and plot the voltages. So this is what we ended up with that query. We see here the voltage responses over the 1 second simulation time for a model. Then we asked the agent to build a cool animation of the circuit dynamics, and we just gave it freedom to build whatever it wanted to build. So this is what it decided was meaningful, and this is what it gave us. We could of course ask it to give us different animations if we ask it to do so and specify what we want. And then finally, the final thing we did today was we handed the agent an image of this circuit and we asked for it to create a diode model of this circuit. And ultimately what we got was this right here. I hope this was useful and insightful for you all today, and I hope this aids you in your diode modeling and simulation. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you again soon.